Welcome to Carthage Tigers Baseball on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We'd like to thank our proud sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We thank Community National Bank and Trust, Fair Acres YMCA, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Schreiber Cheese, Zyder Tax Services, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Nell Mortuary, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, Carthage Area McDonald's, Peachtree Dental, Turf Tamers, Specialty Risk Insurance, Old Missouri Bank, Sirloin Stockade, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Assured Partners Insurance, Mercy Hospital Carthage, Reeves Tire, Ott's Food Products, Grace Lanes, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Premier Auto, the law firm of Webster and Carlton, Boomer's Barbecue, Carthage Water and Electric, Matt Sherrill, Shelter Insurance, Ziggy's Coffee, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Freeman Health System, Carthage Dental Associates, Vintage Timekeepers, MSSU, G3 Family Entertainment, Fast Monkey Auto, Hurricane Car Wash, Mis Arcos Mexican Restaurant.
And now the voice of Carthage Tigers Baseball, it's Jim Taylor.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger First Pitch. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And slowly coming to an end, and it's the last home game of the year for the Tigers of Carthage, taking on the Tigers of Willard. And good afternoon, everyone, from Carthage. Jim Taylor with you here as Blaine Lillenkamp will go to the mound, a right-hander for the Carthage Tigers, who come in with a record of 16-13. They've been kind of going back and forth the last few ball games, win one, lose one. Here last week where they fell behind 4-0, got to 4-1, and then had the go-ahead and winning runs on, but lost by a run to Republic. That was last Tuesday, and then the next day they beat Lebanon 4-3, lost to Blue Valley North on the 9th, 7-4, and then they beat Lamar on Senior Day, or afternoon. That was on Saturday, 9-1. Shut out yesterday by the Falcons of Glendale in Springfield by a score of 2-0. Our first pitch, soon to be. It was sponsored by Community National Bank and Trust, and the lineup that Lillenkamp will face is Kate Hyder at second base, leading off Jackson Phipps in center field. Matthew Angel, the shortstop, bats third. Jarrett McGee is the designated hitter for Matt Burns, who is the pitcher. Brighton Tao is at third base, batting fifth. Levi Hilton plays right field. Jackson Red in the 7 spot. He plays left. Caleb Hyder at first base, and Rowden Lejeune is the catcher. And we are just about ready to go with Hyder, Phipps, and Angel for Willard. They come in with a record of 26-7. They've won their last 4. Their last loss was on the 3rd of May to Springfield Harbor by a score of 7-2. They've had some multi-run games, so you got to throw strikes and put it in play, do that, and field it, and do all the good stuff. Keep them down if you can. Strike is called on the first pitch. Next one on the 0-1. Misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers go on the road 2 more games, and then Lee Summit, one of the Lee Summit schools, will host the districts. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike to Hyder. Going in from the left. 2-1 coming, and it goes 3-1. What did I say? 3 balls and a strike. First one looked good, but see if he can come back and fill the count, and he will not. Ball 4. Early inning trouble has been pretty much the reason of the 13 losses. They just find themselves in a hole after either a half inning or after 1 full inning. See if they can do something about this one. Jackson Phipps from the right side steps in. Short lead by the runner over at first, and the pitch. That goes in for a strike. So no balls and a strike. West, Morgan, Cooper Lillenkamp, left to right in the outfield. Brunert, Carlton, Jackson, Brown. And that's the infield, left to right. Swing and a miss. Bronx Bridges behind the plate. It's 0-2 to Jackson Phipps, the center fielder. A little bit more of a lead, and a throw is drawn. Brown had to go down to it, couldn't find it, but it's right at his feet. And he spins around and finds it. See if Hyder goes a little shorter this time. And he 0-2 awaits, and it's high. So a ball and 2 strikes. Just underway, 1 batter in, and the second man up here. Runner doesn't go. The pitch is off the bat, right on the knob. And also got a piece of Bridges on the bare hand. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Phipps took 1 step out of the box. Now he'll move back in. Bridges is ready to go. 1-2 pitch instead of throw. A little closer that time. One on, nobody out. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Phipps goes down.
Now batting, number 22, Matthew Angel.
Here's Matthew Angel, the shortstop for Willard. And he'll go from the left. So 1 out later, base runner still at first. Draws another throw. This one a little bit wide, but not far enough to advance the runner. The ball kind of died when it hit Brown's mitt. Deadened it just enough. It rolled into foul territory, but no chance to advance to second base. And Angel awaits his first pitch. He goes the other way and fouls it. So no balls on a strike. At the stretch, and the pitch goes outside. So a ball on a strike. Long pause this time by Lillenkamp. Runner stays. This one's flared into left down the line. It'll be a base hit. Left fielder gets to it. West bobbles it. Now the lead runner's going to head for third. Now the other man will go to second. So it'll be a base hit and an error right there off of West. Had he fielded it cleanly, Willard would have been content first and second, but the little bobble, and the head coach for Willard said, come on over, and the trailing runner saw what happened. He took out for second. So an E7 to go with the base hit. So second and third, and 1 out. Here's a ball, gets away from Bridges. There's a chance at home, and they messed the throw up, and it's 1-0 Willard. Throw kind of went behind to Lillenkamp, and he couldn't put a glove on it. And it's 1-0. The other man goes for third. So the leadoff walk comes home on a wild pitch. So runner at third, one out. Jarrett McGee is the hitter, and he sees a 1-0 count. Here's the next one, way high, 2-0. Mm, 2-0. That one's into center. Medium depth. Morgan's going to get it. And the runner's going to try to break. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be on a bounce, and the runner scores. It's 2-0. So it'll be a sacrifice fly, so the two that have reached have come in to score. The bases are empty with two gone, and here is Brighton Tao. He'll go to the right. And the pitch. High for a ball. 2-1-1 so far for Willard in this inning. Pitch. And apparently a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Next one on the way, and that hits the corner. So it's 2 balls, two balls, 1 strike, 2-0 Willard. 2-1 is fouled straight back, so it's 2-2. A race for the loose foul ball between the underclassmen, and Carthage won that round. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, full count. Walk, a strikeout, a base hit, an error by the left fielder. Move the runners up. First one scored on a wild pitch, and then a sac fly got the other one. Here's ball 4. So Tao will reach second walk of the inning.
Now batting number 10, Levi Hilton.
So Hilton will come up. He's the right fielder for Willard. First pitch is on the way, and that's into right. Might carry out to the right fielder. Now backing up is Lillenkamp. He'll make the catch. The ball kept going, and he had to back it up. Looked like he was going to get it in his tracks, but he had to backpedal and made the catch. 2 runs on a hit, and an error and 1 left. Half inning, Willard 2. Carthage coming up. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeButy, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
When you own something, you take care of it. You value it. That's exactly what we do here at Schreiber. As employee owners, we make decisions that will help us continue to be successful for years to come. Carthage is home to 2 manufacturing facilities and 3 distribution centers. For decades, Schreiber Foods has been a proud part of the Carthage community and part of your families. We're committed to providing quality products and supporting our local community every step of the way. We want to wish all Carthage Tigers student athletes the best of luck. Play hard, stay strong, and go Big Blue. Schreiber Foods, proudly Carthage.
2-0 deficit to start the bottom half of the first inning for Carthage. Willard got 2, 1, and 1 in the inning, and they had 2 walks, and the last one to walk was stranded. Carthage lineup is Landon West in left field. Cooper Lillenkamp in right field. Blaine Lillenkamp, the pitcher, bats third. Jordan Bruner to clean up at third. Nolan Brown at first. Brady Carlton at short. Bronx Bridges is the catcher. Zach Hohenschel is DHing for Cooper Jackson. Jackson plays second, and Langston Morgan in the 9 spot plays center field. So Burns on the mound for Willard. First pitch is outside. Matthew Burns. And he brings in a 1-0 pitch. That's on the corner. No, it's not. 2 balls and no strikes. Yes, it was, but no, it's not officially. And the 2-0. It's now 3-0. I'll be more than happy to let them put runners on for you. 3-0 to West. And the pitch. That's on the inside corner, strike 1. West waits on the next one, and it's into right field. Right fielder trying to shield himself. That's Hilton. Had to shield it with the glove, and the ball went in the glove. So he kind of measured it and hoped he didn't have to use it as a shield the last moment. This right field is not good this time of day, but he made the catch, and there's one gone. Brings in Cooper Lillenkamp. He's a left-handed hitter. So Burns fell behind but got West, and here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul left side. So Willard put across 2. Wild pitch and a sac fly, rather unexciting ways, but they're on the board. Pitch goes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Cooper Lillenkamp. One is high, 2-1. Here's a 2-1, and that one goes low. Another 3-1 count. It was 3-0, 3-1 to the leadoff man. It's 3-1 here. Cooper Lillenkamp awaits the pitch, and that fills the count right there on the inside part, 3-2. Taps the plate with his bat, and Lillenkamp ready again. 3-2 coming, and this one's foul. Should go out of play, and it did. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. 2-0 Willard here in the bottom of the first. Another 3-2 to Cooper Lillenkamp, and it's ball 4. It brings in Blaine Lillenkamp.
Now batting, number 25, Blaine Lillenkamp.
So he'll go to the right side. Try to get those runs back himself. Here's the pitch. And check swing pulled it back, ball 1. Hold on to Lillenkamp, a very short lead. And the pitch to Lillenkamp. C on first, B at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0, way outside. And Burns may do just that to himself with all these pitches if he keeps this up. He may not make the game, even though he has a 2-0 lead. A lot of pitches in this first inning, and there's a kind strike, make it 3-1. A nod yes, and Burns will bring it. This one is down the right field line. There is room. Will it stay in play? Right fielder can't get to it, though. So it's nothing more than a foul ball and another 3-2 count. So it was 3-1 to the leadoff man. 3-2 to Cooper Lillenkamp, and now Blaine Lillenkamp has a 3-2 facing him. He'll move back in the batter's box from the right side. And Cooper with a short lead doesn't go. Back-to-back walks. Almost had consecutive walks, but West flied out, and now it's first and second. Here's Jordan Brunert. And we will have a runner for the pitcher. Tate Nichols will run. And conversation will be forthcoming. The Willard pitching staff, coach, and the defense. We mentioned Willard came in with a 26-7 record. They've had some multi-run ball games. They beat Dexter to start the season. Their first weekend beat them 16-1. And they beat Waynesville 18-1 back on April the 10th. And Jackson, that's a familiar name. That was in the Columbia tournament. They beat them 19-4, 17-3 over Smith Cotton. This was in the Columbia tournament in April. They got 22 on Blair Oaks out of Jeff City, 22-6. And scored 13 against Glendale, 19 against Parkview, and 16. Very rarely score 16 on Webb City, but that's what they did. And played Smith Cotton again in the regular season. They put up 13. So combined 30 runs against Sedalia Smith Cotton in 2 meetings. Conversation is over, and Matthew Burns brings in the pitch, and it misses wide. So 1 out, back-to-back walks, first and second. The Lillenkamps are on board. Cooper at second, Blaine at first. Right-handed hitting Brunert awaits, and here's the pitch. Couldn't get around, fouls it. Here last Tuesday, he bombed one over the left field fence. Unfortunately, it was a solo shot. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss over the top, and it's 1-2. The ball and 2 strikes to Jordan Brunert. Nolan Brown next. And the 1-2 after a glance at second is a swing and a miss and a bad ball outside. So it's up to Nolan Brown to bring in those runners. And he'll go from the left side. Willard got 2 in the top half of the inning. Tigers of Carthage trying to even that up. Extra base hit likely would. And the pitch. Brown, the swing and a miss. West hit the ball hard but out in his at-bat. Back-to-back walks and now a strikeout. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Brown cocks his head and I don't know. No balls, 2 strikes. And a glance back. Pitch. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. The inning is over. No runs, no hits. 2 stranded on the 2 walks. We finished with 1. Willard 2, Carthage nothing. Back here in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Zyder Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, go Tigers, go Blue.
Swinging a foul on a high delivery.
Maddox, you good down there, bud?
No balls and a strike. This one goes outside, forces Bridges to go to his knees and reach to his right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carthage just had back-to-back walks with 1 out, but the next 2 struck out. Here's a 1-1. Hit hard in the hole, base hit to left. That's the second hit for Willard. Brings in Caleb Heiter. He's the Willard first baseman. Glance out of the corner of the eye. Lillenkamp brings it and it goes high. So 1 ball, no strikes. Tigers will go to Clever tomorrow. Finish the regular season Friday at Marshfield. It says here this is an old schedule. Hopefully it's not been revised. May 21st, the district tournament. There's a ball back to the screen, and the runner will go to second. And that will be in Lee Summit. I think it's Lee Summit regular. There's high test and premium there, too. There's so many of them nowadays. And we have a timeout and a conversation. So, see if we can look up where that is. Been no seatings as of about 1 o'clock when I looked at it the last time, and that is still the case. And the conversation is over. So Jackson Red over at second base. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch coming. That's into right for Lillenkamp. He'll shade his eyes. And still coming in, makes the catch. And a good throw back to the infield. The runner stays. He's there with 1 out. Here's Rowden Lejeune. Nickname is Camp. He'll get in from the right side. Willard leads 2-0. They got a walk, a base hit, and an error. The runners move up to second and third. First one scored on a wild pitch. Both runners moved up on the play, and then that runner from third came in on a sac fly. Bunt attempt is foul. So no balls and a strike. No balls and a strike, short lead Jackson comes to the bag, and pitcher steps off, acting like he's going to throw. Patiently waiting is Lejeune, and he awaits the 0-1. Here it comes, and it's on the corner for a strike. I think Bridges did a good job bringing that one in just a bit. Kind of snapped it with the mitt. No balls, 2 strikes. Glance back, 2 glances. And time asked for by the hitter. Stepping out is Lejeune. He's the 9th place hitter. He's down in the count, 0-2. Pitch coming, and that's back to the screen again, and the runner goes to third. So take the bunt off. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tapping the plate is Lejeune. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's into right. That'll at least get the run home. May hit the gap. And nice job by Morgan to his left for the catch. But plenty deep enough for the run to score, and it's 3-0. So the second sacrifice fly by the Willard Tigers. Top of the order with Kate Hyder. He walked, eventually scored on that wild pitch, as I mentioned. Strike is called. So the bases are empty. Two outs, and the pitch to Hyder. That's a solid smash, but right to Lillenkamp. It's off his glove. That'll be an error. That should be the end of the inning, but got to have that bare hand over there, too, just in case. And that was a just in case. And it keeps the inning alive. Second error by Carthage. Jackson Phipps, he struck out his first time. Runner is off, and the pitch is all the way back to the screen, causing the batter to duck, and off to second base goes the runner. Here is a 1-0 pitch. That's chopped and will go foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bounced high enough, Bridges couldn't find it, but it was well in foul territory. Two in the first, now 1 and still pending here in the second inning. Delivery, and up around the eyes. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes a 2-1, and that's in the dirt, so it's now 3-1. Two-out error has a man at second base following the error and the wild pitch, and there's ball 4. 3 walks by Lillenkamp. And it's Matthew Angel. He singled his last time up. Left fielder bobbled it, and the runner at first went all the way to third, and then the batter, Angel, he ended up at second. And both eventually came around to score. Here's a strike at the letters. No balls and a strike. Pitch. Down and in. So it's 1-1. Two glances back in the pitch. That is a strike. The batter didn't think so. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Angel. Lillenkamp taking some time. Angel now, he's ready. And the pitch. Down the left field line, but foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3-0 Willard. The runners are going. The pitch is line foul. That would have been a base clear. Trailing runner hadn't got the message. He was running full speed, almost to third. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Angel trying to make it 2 for 2. He awaits a pitch from Lillenkamp. It's on the way. Strike 3 looking. That ends the inning. Second strikeout for Lillenkamp. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 stranded, and 3 left for Willard. And we go to the bottom of the second. It's Willard 3, Carthage nothing. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Tired of your bank dropping the ball? Whether it's clunky apps, high fees, or you feel like just a number, you'll find the service and convenience you need at OMB. From user-friendly digital banking to personalized service, we're here to make managing your money the experience you've always wanted. Visit us online at ombbank.com or in person to learn more. OMB, community banking made better. Member FDIC.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ryder, your Carthage Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ryder is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Athletics on Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO. For all your investment needs, call Joe at 417-358-9530 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Everyone at Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
Brady Carlton in on the right side to lead off here in the Carthage second, down 3-0 to Willard. First pitch to Brady is popped foul, will go out of play. Catcher looks at it, but he's never played here before. That's out of play, big time. Of course, you can say that for all the incoming teams for this year. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 coming from Burns is a strike. Nice pitch, 0-2. Be Carlton, Bridges, and Hohenschel in the Carthage second inning. Here's an 0-2, and Carlton got rung up. Pulled the bat back, but it hit the corner. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts. Here's Bronx Bridges. Tigers were shut out yesterday in Springfield against Glendale. Here's the pitch, and it's inside for a ball, makes him jump out of the way. Bridges in from the right side. 1-0. That's hit foul right side, and that one will drift out. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out. Carthage second inning. Pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Burns slowed it down. He was quick to work first, and he's a little slower here in this inning. There's a swing and a foul, just barely. Couldn't hear it from up here. Bounded off the chest protector of the catcher, and now catcher and pitcher will go out and have a discussion. Willard got a walk, a wild pitch, base hit, an error, and a sacrifice fly all mixed in. Not particularly in that order, but produced 2 runs, and then they got a base hit and a stolen base, then a sac fly. Here's the pitch. A wild pitch was mixed in that too. This pitch here goes outside to even the count. Two-2 pitch, and apparently missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Burns did not have a real good first inning, but he came back and got the last 2 after he had back-to-back walks. Here's a 3-2, and that's ball 4. So it's either strikeout or walk with this guy. The only one to hit it anywhere was Landon West. Hit it hard but out. That was in the first. So Kinder will run as Bridges will get the tools back on. And here's Zach Hohenschel, also a catcher. He grounds this one slowly. Shortstop gets to it. That's Angel. Throw to first is off the bag, but out on the tag. So there's a runner at second and 2 gone. No chance for a double play on that one. Then the high throw almost gave Carthage a break. Here's Langston Morgan. He'll await to step in on the right side. Burns looking into the Willard dugout. Now looks at his cheat sheet. There's 2 words on there. Throw strikes. Here's the pitch. Not there. Well, yes, sir. This ump's fooled me a couple of times tonight. Strike called. That one was looked outside. 0-1. Here's the next one. There's a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Runner at second and 2 outs. Look back, pitch. Morgan watches that one go outside. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to cut in a little bit to this 3-0 Willard lead. 1-2 pitch coming to Morgan, and he hits it slowly to the right side. First baseman will try to chase to the bag and beats Morgan, which is no easy task. And the inning is over. It goes unassisted by the first baseman. No runs, no hits, a walk, and Carthage is stranded 3. And we go to the 3rd inning. It's Willard 3, Carthage 0. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball, Music Radio 93.5.
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue.
Looking for a high-quality late-model car, truck, or SUV? At Premier Auto Sales and Service, we've got you covered. Family-owned and operated for 26 years, we're proud to support our Carthage Tigers. Located at 730 West Fairview in Carthage, we offer late-model, like-new used cars you can trust. Whether you're looking for your next vehicle or need top-notch service, visit us today. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page for the latest deals. Premier Auto Sales and Service, where quality meets hometown pride. Go Big Blue.
During this Carthage Tiger broadcast, Freeman Health System congratulates all Carthage students, both athletes and those cheering on the Tigers. Teamwork, honesty, and integrity are qualities that will help make those young students the community leaders of tomorrow. Locally owned, not-for-profit, and nationally recognized, and with over 80 specialties across more than 30 locations in the four-state area, Freeman Health System provides a wide array of medical and behavioral health services. Freeman Health System. Care matters here.
The Carthage dugout makes the play. Jim Taylor here in Carthage, and that's how the third inning starts with Willard leading 3-0. Here's Brighton Tao. He drew a walk. He was later stranded in the first. First pitch to him. Strike is called. Willard got 2 in the first and 1 in the second. Pitch coming, check swing, and he did go. Quick 0-2 to this hitter. And Tao awaits the pitch. And a ground ball toward third. Brunert will get to it and off the glove. Third error. So one error in each inning. Third base has been an adventure this year for this club. Here is Levi Hilton. He flied to right his first time. Here's the runner off, and the pitch is a strike. The throw is fairly good, but runner gets in behind. Kind of faded. It was on target, but was fading as it got a little bit lower to the ground. So now an error and a stolen base. Chance for Willard to pick up another run. Levi Hilton is the hitter, and he's down 0-1. Pitch outside 1-1. Carthage in at 16-13. Willard at 26-7. Here's the 1-1. This one's off the fist. Go straight back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Decent lead. And Cooper moves in to the bag. Backs up. Ground ball to the right side, cut off by the pitcher. Underhanded toss. Runner goes to third. And 2 outs.
Now batting number 18, Jackson Red.
Hilton was trying to inch it by the pitcher there because Jackson hadn't gotten back to his normal spot. He was headed that direction, but a little harder hit. That ball might have trickled into right, but good play by Lillenkamp. Runner only gets third. Here's Jackson Red. He got a base hit, eventually scored in the second. Strike is called on the outside corner. Next pitch. Grounded to third. Brunert looks it in and throws high, and a run scores. Another error. Batter rounds first. He'll go to second. Play over there. He's out. But Willard gets another run. So it'll be E5, the fourth of the game in 3 innings. And then a 3-6 putout. And Willard scores another one. So 1 run on no hits. 2 errors in the inning and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Willard 4 and Carthage nothing. Back in 90. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Landon West inches one through the middle for a base hit. Went past the pitcher, and the second baseman can catch up to it. Here's a snap throw back to first. He almost got picked off. So the leadoff man on for Carthage, and that's their first hit. Here's Cooper Lillenkamp. He walked, but did not score. He was left aboard. That was back in the first. Pitch coming, outside for a ball. Willard has scored in the first 3 innings, 2, 1, and 1. Carthage committing 4 errors. And the 1-0 on the corner for a strike. They hold on West. And the 1-1. That's pulled into right, and it's going to be misplayed off the glove. And the first 2 are on. Back into second. Now the ball is overthrown. They tried to go to second. Third baseman backing up the play. They'll go ahead and rule that a hit, and I will agree. Levi Hilton at least knocked it down. So first and second, nobody out. And here's Blaine Lillenkamp. He walked. His pinch runner was stranded. That was back in the first. They left 2 on. Back-to-back walks. Couldn't get anybody to bring them in. Strike is called. No balls and a strike, the pitch. That is pulled to third. They'll run to the bag there, try to go to first, and a tag play out. High throw, but a nice play by the first baseman, Hyder. He's done that twice. And an unconventional 5-3 double play with a runner at second and now 2 gone. So they've almost pulled the stinger out of this inning. It's up to Brunner to get something on the board. Right to the third baseman. He took about 2 steps to the bag, got the force out, and then fired across. You can thank his first baseman for completing the double play. Foul ball. And apparently a balk was called when the runner's over to third. So no balls and a strike. Pitch coming. That one's popped up on the infield. Pitcher's looking at it, still in fair territory, and Burns makes the play. Promising inning. Does not deliver. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 stranded. 4 left for Carthage after 3. They trail Willard 4-0 back here in 90. This is Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisor Tony Kennard knows that any successful team plans for the future, works hard, and sets goals. Tony wants the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in coming years. Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Your local shelter insurance agent, Stephen McKay, is proud to be part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance can help you get the right coverage for your family, home, vehicles, and more. Offices just east of Central and Garrison in Carthage. He's a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, "Go Tigers!"
Pitch to Hyder is down low for a ball. We have Cohen Oakes playing third for Carthage. Lillenkamp still on the mound. Here's a shot into center for Morgan. He'll go back. He'll have to hustle back, and nice over-the-shoulder catch for the out. So a long first out brings in Rowden Lejeune. Hit a sacrifice fly his first time up. Willard has been given some base runners, and they've used the basics to get him home. Had 2 sack flies in this game. Here's a pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. They've had a run come in on a wild pitch. Another one came in on an error, so a couple of gifts, but they earned the other 2s with a sack fly. Here's the 1-0. And at the knees, 1-1. Second inning in a row that Lillenkamp's got the leadoff man off. And 2 balls and a strike. Willard had the leadoff batters on in the first and second. Here's the 2-1. Up around the fist, ball. 3-1. A lot of walks so far. 3 for each pitcher. Here's a 3-1. Smash foul down the right field line. Count is 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're here in the 4th, just underway. Nobody on, 1 out. And a 3-2. Swing and a foul. That one got a piece of Bridges. That's twice he's got hit on the bare hand. Still shaking it off, and umpire delivering a new baseball to the pitcher. Well, Bridges will get the feeling back. The umpire returns. It'll be 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on. 4-0 Willard. Here comes the pitch. Back to Lillenkamp. He drops it, still has time, and the throw is offline, but a good stretch by Nolan Brown. That was an adventurous, easy out, if you can call it that.
Back to the top of the order for Willard.
So 2 gone. Tigers already with 4 errors, and we are in the 4th. Cade Hyder, here's the pitch, and strike on the corner. My grandmother used to say that was more trouble than you're worth. A little drop an easy play and then almost throw it away to first. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, and it goes low. 2 balls and a strike. A fly out and a bounce out. Will Willard go in order? Here's a 2-1. That is off the barrel but foul. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carthage will have the 5th place hitter to lead it off in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch goes low, a little oohing and awing down below. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4. So they will not go in order.
Now batting number 12, Jackson Phipps.
So it brings in Jackson Phipps. He has struck out and he's walked. So Willard with men on base in every inning, and we are in the top of the 4th, and they have 4 runs in. And the pitch to the right-handed hitting Phipps, after a long look in, is on the way. Check swing, and they're going to appeal. I say no. So it's ball 1. That didn't go Carthage's way either. It looked like from up here he went across. Now Littlencamp will step off. Now get back on the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes to Phipps. Throw to first. Man back in standing, so no problem there, at least for Willard. And the 1-0. That is hit in the hole, base hit. And the lead man will stop at second. So Willard had the gate kicked open again. Let's see if they're going to run some more runs through. Here is Matt Angel. He singled. That was back in the 1st, and he struck out to win the 2nd. It's only the 3rd hit for Willard, but they've had a mess of base runners. And the pitch. That one's into left. West keeps going back almost to the track. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and 2 stranded. 5 stranded for Willard. To the bottom of the 4th, it's 4-0 Willard. Back in 90 seconds, Tiger Baseball, Music Radio 93.5.
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Fast Monkey Auto is cheering on our Carthage Tigers. I'm Carthage graduate Jason Cornett, owner of Fast Monkey Auto. Need reliable auto service that keeps you on the road? Then look no farther than Fast Monkey Auto in Carthage. Whether it's oil changes, brakes, state inspections, or suspension work, we've got you covered. At Fast Monkey Auto, we pride ourselves on fast, friendly service, keeping you informed every step of the way. Visit us today at 2302 Fairlawn Avenue. At Fast Monkey Auto, we've got your back. 417-358-0756 or fastmonkeyauto.com. Go Tigers!
Grace Lane's Bowling Alley, just east of the Carthage Square, wishes the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. Grace Lane's is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke and alcohol-free bowling experience. Be sure to check out their new 18-hole Glow Golf experience on the 2nd floor. You got to see it to believe it. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
It'll be Nolan Brown to lead it off. He struck out with a couple of guys on in the 1st. That's the best threat for Carthage. They had a one-out back-to-back walks, but then Brunert and Brown struck out to win the inning. Tigers did get singles to start the third, but a 5-3 double play took him out of that inning. The next man popped out on the infield. Strike is called. Nice fastball by Matthew Burns. He's kind of settled down. He had a rough start, but has not used as many pitches in the last few innings. Strike on the outside corner. He's ahead the leadoff man Brown at 0-2. Pitch on the way, outside, 1-2. Seems a little more at ease and a quicker worker when he's getting into the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That goes foul, guides it out of play to the left. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next one on the way. Outside, it's 2-2. Now he's talked about throwing fewer pitches and had an 0-2 start. Now it's 2-2. But he has the Tigers shut out. Now we're ball 3. May have put a reverse curse on him. 3-2, we'll see right here. And the pitch to Brown. Nearly hit him, ball 4. That's his 4th walk. Each pitcher has walked 4.
Number 10, Brady Carlton.
Looks like Zane Browning will run. He'll run for Brown. Here's Brady Carlton. He didn't look good his first at bat. He struck out. He usually gets the bat on the ball. And the pitch. He does, but it's right back to the pitcher. They throw second out onto first. Another double play. 1-6-3. So the last 2 innings, Willard has fashioned a double plays. And 2 quick outs here in the 4th. And Bronx Bridges, who walked his first time, comes up. One hopper right back to the pitcher. And the pitch. Outside. Second baseman came in behind the shortstop who got there first, and it kind of looked like initially that Burns was confused on who to throw it to, but he threw it to the right guy. Here's a shot to short. That is picked up by Angel. Throw is low but out, and the minimum faced after the leadoff walk. We are through 4 here in Carthage, and it's Willard 4. Carthage nothing. Back here in 90 seconds, Tiger Baseball, Music Radio 93.5.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent.
Carthage alumnus Matthew Sherrill at 417-624-2220. Go Big Blue.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, go Tigers, go Blue.
S&S Computers wishes the Tigers the best of luck in all this year's athletics. Serving homes and businesses in Southwest Missouri for 35 years, S&S Computers knows firsthand that hard work pays off in life, and they're proud to support the Tigers and proud to be a member of the Carthage community. Offering computer and laptop repair, data recovery, and troubleshooting, family owned and operated at 2009 Garrison, S&S Computers does it all. Scott and Shirley and the whole team at S&S Computers say go Tigers, go Blue.
Willard Tigers and Brighton Tow will follow, and Levi Hilton. 4-5-6 here in the fifth. Willard has been handed multiple wild pitches and pass balls, 4 errors, have only 3 hits, but they lead 4-0. Stepping in on the left side is McGee. And Lillenkamp still on the mound for Carthage. And the first pitch, outside corner strike. Nothing in 1. And the pitch. Ooh, I think that got him on the elbow. It did. It headed back to the screen, but it did get the batter. That's our first hit batter of the day. Brings in Brighton Tow. So he'll go from the right side. He has walked and reached on an error. Scored a run. That was in the third. This one's fouled. Bridges giving it a look, and it just goes beyond the netting. So no balls and a strike.
What, no Willard fans brought their glove to the game today? Come on now, feel that.
Batter stepped out, now goes back in. Leadoff hit batsman. And the 0-1 from Lillenkamp. Swing and a miss. So no balls and 2 strikes. Lillenkamp out of the corner of his eye, licks, and here's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Lillenkamp will have to go to first, and out over there, 1 gone. A lot of weak grounders here in the last few at-bats on both sides. Here's Levi Hilton. He hit back the pitcher back in the third. His other time up, he flied out to win the first, but he has a runner in scoring position. Willard scored 2 1-1 in the first 3 innings. They did not score, although they had 2 on in the fourth. They've not gone in order. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike as it curves over. No balls and a strike to Levi Hilton. Two looks back, pitch to the plate. This one is hit into left, rather deep. West is looking at it, and he'll make the play. 2 gone. A little too much under it. And here's Jackson Red. He has gotten the base hit. That was to left field in the second. Reached on an error in the third. The run came in to score on the throwing error. Then he was out trying to advance to second. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike called. So you take the errors and the wild pitches, we could have a scoreless game. Here's the 0-1. This one is popped up. Jackson going out, so is Carlton. And Carlton will take it. Right behind second base. No runs and a man stranded on the hit batsman. They've left 6. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Running out of innings. Willard leads 4-0. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Since 1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If life has fouled you out of the game or you just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help get you back in the game with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online, there's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, go Tigers!
Go to the bottom of the fifth. Carthage has tried prying the door open the last two innings, but double plays have erased those threats. And here's a pitch to Hohenschel, down and in for a ball. 8, 9, and 1 here in the fifth inning. Morgan next, and then up the Landon West. Pitch on the way, high. 2 balls, no strikes. Neither team's been our pitcher has been particularly sharp. Burns has walked 4, but he has the team shut out. And there's a strike. 1 and 1. Given 2 Carthage hits, and they were back-to-back to start the third, but here's the 1-1. Pitch goes outside, but a one bouncer just to the left of the third base bag. Third baseman ran to the bag, tagged there, and threw across for the double play. Swing and a miss. Now we're even 2-2. Hohenschel bounced to short his first time. Here's the pitch to the right side. First baseman looks it in. Heiter will run to the bag rather nonchalantly, but there's one out. Almost went over there too slow. Langston Morgan will come up. He hit unassisted to the first baseman. That was in the second inning. Willard got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They've been zeroed the last 2 innings, but right now it's a healthy lead. Strike is called to Morgan. Here is the 0-1. That's into center. Base hit. Good chance to see Langston run the bases, hopefully. 1 out single.
Back to the top of the order for Carthage. With number 4.
That evens up the hits. 3 on a side. Here's Landon West. He singled back in the third. Tigers came in 16 and 13. The Willard Tigers at 26 and 7, and they are on a 4-game win streak. And the first pitch to West. Swing and a miss. And Morgan will lengthen away from first. And the pitch. There's a ball that gets away. Ball goes almost all the way up the backstop. Morgan easily down to second. As I peruse the score sheet, I think that's the first wild pitch by Burns. You might as well make the best of it. They hit the bottom of the net and rolled straight up, almost went over. But the pitch was a strike. So runner at second and 1 out. There's a foul off the foot. Landon West. So he's down on the count, was almost down on his knees, but he's okay, back in. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch coming, and West looks at it outside. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Four nothing Willard, and here's the 1-2, and West swings through it. 2 gone. That's 4 strikeouts for Burns. Here's Cooper Lillenkamp. He is walked, and he is singled. One out, single by Morgan. He was wild pitched to second. He's there now with 2 outs. And the batter stepped in, steps back out. Quick break, and here's the pitch. Down and in for a ball. One 0, and the pitch, and it's outside 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Cooper Lillenkamp. Burns taking a little bit more time than usual, and Lillenkamp says, I'll take a break. Granted by the umpire, and now out and almost immediately back in. 2-0 pitch, outside, 3-0. Blaine Lillenkamp scheduled up next. 1 on, 2 out. That's Morgan at second base. Here's a 3-0. That's down the middle, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Next pitch on the way. That's ball 4. So 2 on, 2 out, and 5 walks by Matthew Burns.
Now batting number 25.
That'll bring in Blaine Lillenkamp. He walked his first time, was stranded. Unfortunately hit the ball hard, but right at the third baseman, and that started that 5-3 double play. And Willard's going to talk things over for a little bit. Regular season will end scheduled this Friday at Marshfield. They'll play Clever tomorrow. 4:30 starts on both of those. Then the districts will start in the Kansas City area next week. Looks like the first one's scheduled here for the 21st. And they still talk things over. Try to move up here and get the information on some of the teams that Carthage could be facing. And they break things up. And it's first and second. And it's Blaine Lillenkamp coming to the plate. Pitch is outside for a ball. Well, the districts finally showed up on me, so don't have the standings for the records, but could be a navigable district because I think Carthage is one of the few teams over 500. There's another pitch for a ball, 2-0. Four nothing Willard. 2 on, 2 out for Carthage. They've stranded 4. Sliced foul. Two balls and a strike. Tigers trying to get on the board. Shutout yesterday against Glendale. Nothing on the board here in this one. 2-1 pitch. That's grounded toward third. Foul. Umpire emphatically behind home plate ruled it foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner's back to first and second. Hits are even at 3 aside, but Willard has all the runs. That's 4. 2-2 pitch, and at the knees, and Lillenkamp strikes out. Carthage gets no runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 stranded. They've left 6, and we are through 5. Willard 4, Carthage nothing. Back here in 90 seconds, Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
What is the best part of your day? Stopping by Ziggy's Coffee, of course. Whether you're craving a rich, smooth coffee, a refreshing chai, or a delicious smoothie, we've got just what you need to fuel your day. At Ziggy's, we pride ourselves on serving the highest quality beverages with service you can always count on. And to all Carthage Tiger student athletes, good luck this season. We're cheering you on every step of the way. Go Big Blue! Ziggy's fast and convenient drive-thru is located at 209 West Fur Road in Carthage, next to the Walmart Supercenter. Ziggy's, the best part of your day.
G3 Family Entertainment has cheered on the Carthage Tiger student athletes this season. Grab your family and friends and come experience the fun. G3 Family Entertainment features a 24-lane bowling alley, an exciting indoor playground for kids 2 to 12, a ninja tag arena, miniature golf, and a restaurant. Located behind Lowe's right here in Carthage. For more information, please follow G3 Family Entertainment on Facebook. G3 Family Entertainment is a proud supporter of our Carthage Tiger student athletes, and they can't wait for the fun to start.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Caleb Hyder leads it off for Willard in the 6th. Jim Taylor here with you in Carthage, and it's 4-0 Willard. And Hyder takes the ball. He's flied out to right and to center. Next pitch on the corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-9-1 for Willard in the 6th. They lead 4-0. And the 1-1 outside, 2-1. Chopper to third. It's picked up and out at first as Oakes made the play. One out. Here is Rowden Lejeune. And we're going to get a pinch hitter, Tyler Davis. So Davis bats in the 6th. So nobody on, 1 out. Lillenkamp still on the mound, and a sweeping strike. There's 4 early errors, and they figured in the scoring. And it's 4-0 Willard. Strike makes it 0-2. So Lillenkamp, he's pitched a fairly decent game. Like I said, the defense has let him down. But he's also uncorked a wild pitch or two. There's strike 3 on straight pitches.
Back to the top of the order for Willard with number 1.
And that is his 3rd strikeout. He's walked 4 and hit a batter. Another chance to see if Willard will go in order. We flip the lineup, and it's Hyder, the other Hyder up there. Cade. He looks at a ball. Next one, outside, 2-0. Carthage will have 4, 5, 6 in the 6th. Here is a 2-0. It's now 3-0 as it off the base of the backstop. So 3 balls and no strikes. First 2 were retired in the 5th. That was the fourth, I'm sorry. There's a walk anyway, so it's a moot point. So in the fourth, the first two were gone, and then a walk on a base hit, but Willard couldn't get nobody across. Here is walk number 5 by Lillenkamp. And that may be all for him. As they converse. Finally got the page I needed as we take a look at the district opponents. Carthage is at 16-13. The best is Lee Summit. They're 25-9. Lee Summit West is 17-16. Truman at 19-11. So they got 4 over 500 and 4 under 500. If you go by wins right now, Carthage would likely be the 4th or the 5th seed. You figure Lee Summit and Truman will be 1 and 2. Here's Phipps. We got things to attend to here in this one before we head to next week. Here's a runner off. The pitch is a strike. The throw is not in time, off the shortstop's glove. Another stolen base. So Willard has economized today to get those 4 runs, and Jackson Phipps has a chance to make it easier. Pitch coming. That's a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes. Here's a runner breaking for third, and it's strike 3 anyway. And the inning is over. No runs and 1 stranded on the walk. And 7 left for Willard. Bottom of the 6th, Willard 4, Carthage nothing. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ryder, your Carthage Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ryder is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Athletics on Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO. For all of your investment needs, call Joe at 417-358-9530 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Ott Food Products is excited and proud to support this Carthage Tiger broadcast and all our student athletes. Ott's mission, and more importantly, their passion, is to produce the highest quality dressings and sauces. They stand behind their products and commit themselves to serving their customers with the highest standard of customer service. So from their family to yours, be happy, create memories, and enjoy Ott's at your next family for game day game gathering. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Ots, what you oughta, always have a lot of ots, you glad you thought of ots.
5-6.
On the pitch for Willard is number 0, Jarrett McGee.
Jarrett McGee will pitch as Burns will leave the mound. McGee was the designated hitter, so no change in the batting order. And 5 innings. Walking 5 and striking out 4 is Burns, and gave up no runs. He gave up 3 hits. So he pitched in and out of trouble, made his own trouble, but seemed to get out of it. 2 double plays certainly helped. And McGee going through some more warm-up tosses. So we'll be A few more seconds. Brunert, who was lifted on defense, will re-enter and bat to lead off the sixth.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for Carthage, number 2, Jordan.
Be followed by Brown and Carlton. If you bat around, you can either get in the game or maybe tie it up. See if Brunert can start it off. And the first pitch from McGee, way outside for a ball. Sometimes for an offense, that is a welcome sight to have a different pitcher out there, because it may change your luck. And they might. That one's slung all the way to the backstop, 2-0. And I'm sure Willard did not want to see this to start off. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That one's a kind strike. 2-1. Brunert has struck out. He's popped to the pitcher. First batter here in the bottom of the sixth, and a swing and a miss. Now the count's even at 2 apiece. Carthage had 2 rallies, first and third innings, and there's strike 3 to start off the inning. So McGee came back and got Brunert.
Number 24, Nolan Brown.
So that's his first strikeout. Here's Nolan Brown. He struck out and he's walked. Pitch on the way. That one is golfed out of play to the left. Willard in their 7th. They'll have 3, 4, and 5 up. Pitch. Brown looks at it, and it's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. At least like to get some hits together here and score 1 or 2, and then hold them and bring it back to the top of the order in the 7th. But the first one is retired. It's 2-1 to Brown. Here is the 2-1. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. McGee in relief of Matthew Burns. Three-1 coming to Brown. On the corner, and it's a full count. Brown went to the backside of the left-handed batter's box, now comes in. And here comes the 3-2, and he stays alive, just reached out there and fouled it. So it's another 3-2 coming. Willard got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Here is another 3-2 pitch. Brown swings and fouls it, and that really got a piece of the catcher. Rodden Lejeune went back on his seat. He's back up, probably catching his breath. Shortstop comes in, talks to the pitcher. Let's look over the records for the district teams. Carthage 16-13, Lee Summit 25-9, Lee Summit North 9-18, West is 17-16, Ray-Peck 12-16, Rockhurst 8-23, Truman is 19-11, and William Chrisman, they're 7-16. Three balls, 2 strikes. Another one coming. That's ball 4. So McGee has ran the extreme to the first 2 hitters. Struck out 1, now walks this one. And here's Brady Carlton. He has struck out, then hit a 1 bouncer to the mound, which turned into a 1-6-3 double play. That was in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and it's on the corner for a strike. Catcher dropped the ball, but the runner not thinking of going to second. Runners and outs are precious this late when you're down 4. Here's the 0-1. Carlton puts it too short. Flips to second on the way to first. Another double play, and that ends the 6th inning. 6-4-3. And we go to the 7th. Willard still leading 4-0. Back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
Hurricane Car Wash is cheering for the Carthage Tigers. Hurricane Car Wash serves Carthage and surrounding towns with all the options a car wash should offer. With 2 types of state-of-the-art automatic washes, you'll be back on the road in no time. Got a big rig? No problem. Our big truck bays can handle it all. And our hand wash bays give you everything you need to get your vehicle sparkling. Hurricane Car Wash has it all.
Moved up with wild pitches and fast balls, unfortunately. Here's Matthew Angel on the pitch. That is off the mitt for ball 1. Writing his name up, and I'm kind of thinking, boy, that sounds like a secret. Make a movie, Matt Angel. Perfect for the movie names. Here's the pitch on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, down and in. I gotta wait. Been burned a couple of times already. 2-1. Here's the next one. On the corner, 2-2. Angel shakes his head on that one. It's been a varied strike zone on both sides. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Starting off here in the 7th. And the pitch, that's fouled. 2-2, leading off here in the 7th. Angel, the 3rd place hitter, McGee next, and then Tao. Two. That's into right. That's going to fall for a base hit. He reached out for it, got it right off the end of the bat, but had enough oomph to get over second base.
Number 0, Jarrett McGee.
Here is Jarrett McGee. He hit a sac fly in the 1st. He fouled out in the 3rd, was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Here's the pitch, and it is outside, ball 1. McGee came on and pitched the 6th, and likely will go out there for the 7th. So he's in line for a save. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, and the throw is safe at second base. Close play. Well, yet another stolen base for Willard. I said possibility of a save. It's a 4-run lead. If it's a 3-run lead, you qualify for the save. But here's the 1-1. There's a bunt. Runner will go to 3rd. Throw to 1st is off the bag and safe, and it's 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Good bunt. Nolan got it, but threw wide of the bag. So it's runners at first and third, and you can't afford any more runs to surrender, but first and third, and nobody out here in the Willard seventh. And here is Tao, and they give it an infield hit, which is the fifth for Willard. Here's the throw to first, and the runner back. Pitch coming way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Tao has walked, reached on an error, and hit back to the pitcher. You could use one of those. Here's the pitch. Strike. Making 1 ball, 1 strike. Third base, Lillenkamp cheating in. So is Carlton over there at short. Jackson now moves in a few steps. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Willard got their runs early, 2, 1, and 1 in the first 3 innings. But they have 2 on, nobody out here in the 7th. And Brown will step out. Pitch coming. Ground ball to the pitcher. They got the lead man in a rundown. Throw back to the catcher. Now they're going to have 2 on the same base, and there's a tag out there, and the runners go to second and third. There's 1 out. So pretty much you get caught in the rundown like that, you stay in it long enough, and the batter got down to second, and the runner from first makes third. They were going to have 2 on the same bag, so had that happen, you just tag 1 out. So at least they got the runners into scoring position and losing out. It goes 1 to 2, and I think 5 to get that man out. And the pitch. Curve misses. Levi Hilton is up. He's flied to right, hit back to the pitcher, and he's flied to left. Here's the 1-0. That's a base hit into left. 1-1. 1 will score. Here comes the runner at third. He will stop, and it's first and third. So it's 5-0.
Now batting, number 18.
This is the most hits in any inning.
Red.
Jackson Red, he got a base hit in the second, reached on an error in the third, and popped to the shortstop. That was inning 5. So run in, runners at the corners, 1 out, and it's outside for a ball. $5-0 for Willard. And the runner off first, and a little flare into right. Right fielder comes on, makes the catch. Runner tags from third. They'll go back to first, but it's a double play that way to win the inning. So it goes fly 9-3 to win the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. You got to do it now, guys. 5-0 Willard back in 90 seconds. Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
Vintage Timekeepers is rooting for the Carthage Tigers, and they hope you'll cheer them on too. Vintage Timekeepers knows that hard work, setting goals, volunteering, and building relationships are important things that improve character and create success in life. Our young students learn those life skills in the classroom and in team sports. Chris and staff at Vintage Timekeepers across the street from the Carthage Post Office wants the best for our student athletes and entire student body. Join them in saying, "Go Tigers!"
Miss Arcos in Carthage is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and knows that hard work, good sportsmanship, truth, and honesty are core values that make the upcoming generation good citizens. And our Carthage Tigers are no exception. They're our leaders of tomorrow. Stop by Miss Arcos before the game or on the weekends for your favorite authentic Mexican food. Manny and the rest of the crew at Miss Arcos are glad to sponsor this Carthage Tiger broadcast. And cheers on the Tigers. Go Blue!
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Bridges. And McGee will try to finish this one up. Now 5-0 lead for Willard. So he'll just be recorded with finishing up. Still waiting for him to go through the warm-up tosses. I think he's getting a few more than he needs. So they fired his second, and Willard 3 outs away from their 27th win against 7 losses. Carthage came in 3 over at 16-13. Here's the pitch. Bridges hits it hard, but into right. Now it goes foul ground. First baseman will make the play. So there's 1 pitch, 1 out. Here is Zach Hohenschel scheduled to step up, and he will.
Number 6, Zach Hohenschel.
He's grounded to short, and he's hit unassisted to the first baseman. Willard has batted around 4 times. This is only the 3rd time through for Carthage, so it's indicative by the scoreboard. Here's a ground to third, and messed up by the third baseman. Tao pulled up the glove, and the ball didn't go with it. So that's their first error. Brings in Langston Morgan. He singled his last time. He got as far as second. Carthage has left 6. And they've hit into 3 double plays. Pitch to Morgan. Outside for a ball. One-0. That is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last regular season home game. The team will go to Clever tomorrow, and Marshfield finishes out the regular season on Friday. They both start at 4:30, swinging a foul. Goes to the backstop. One and 2. Or is it 2 and 1? Here's the pitch. Lost track. Outside. Umpire. Now he's got 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Carthage down 5 here in the last scheduled at bat. And time asked for. And Hohenschel will step out. Here is the pitch eventually. Grounded to short and picked up. They go to second, out, and they go ahead and rule it taken out of the glove. And out is the play at second, so there's 2 gone. Second baseman Hyder had it pop out of his glove as he was trying to withdraw it. And they usually give that to the fielder, and that's what they did. So it's Landon West, and 1 out to get and 5 runs behind. He singled his second time up. Around that, he is flied to right and struck out. Pitch on the way. Strike on the corner. No balls and a strike. And the pitch outside. Carthage in danger of being shut out for the 2nd straight game. They lost 2-0 yesterday to Glendale. 1 ball, 1 strike. And McGee, he's a lot slower than Burns. That's fouled off to the right. Now it's the final strike allowed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's up to you to keep it going. Runner at first. That is Morgan. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's the game. Willard didn't think the game was over. So that'll be the second strikeout for McGee as he finishes up the game for Willard. And they win it 5-0. We'll take a 3-minute pause and wrap it up. This is Tiger Baseball Music Radio 93.5.
In athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial scorekeeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The law firm of Webster and Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster and Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster and Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
There are gonna be times when you hit the ground running, and times when you just hit the ground hard. Mercy is ready for all of it, with specialists who not only have a heart for athletes, but for the people who support them. So when you have a health challenge to overcome, choose the team that considers every one of your victories one of ours. Find your Mercy provider at mercy.net/victory. That's mercy.net/victory. Mercy, your life is our life's work.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ryder, your Carthage Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ryder is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Athletics on Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO. For all your investment needs, call Joe at 417-358-9530 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Where will you be in 4 years? At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
Shut out. This time the Willard Tigers take care of them 5-0. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 8 left for Willard. No runs, 3 hits, 4 errors, and they all figured in the early scoring. And Carthage left 7, and they also had 3 more guys erased on double plays. As Willard got a walk, a 1-out single, and the left fielder dropped the ball and caused the runners to go to second and third. A wild pitch got the first run in. The second run scored on a sac fly by Jarrett McGee, so it was 2-0 Willard. They got a run in the second inning, a leadoff single by Jackson Red. He went to second on a pass ball, eventually made it to third, and he scored on a sac fly by by Lejeune. Davis came in later. So that made it 3-0, and then with 1 out, Tao reached on an error. And then there was a 1-3 put out. He made second base, then a wild throw on a ground ball by Red. Got another run in, 4-0. They didn't score again until the 7th. Base hit to right by Angel, and then McGee got an infield hit. And there was a put out, and then a base hit by Levi Hilton with 1 out, and that was the final run for Willard. Carthage, as I said, they left 6, and they had 3 double plays turned on them. In the 3rd, in the 4th, that was the real killer right there. And they had a 6-4-3 with a man on with 1 out in the 6th and could do nothing about it. Tigers had a man on with an error in the 7th inning, but left him on, and they ended up leaving 7. So Carthage goes to 16-14. As I mentioned, they will go to Clever tomorrow, 4:30, then a 4:30 game at Marshfield. That ends the regular season, and then May 21st will start the districts, and that'll be the old to be determined on that one. Thanks to Caleb running the, OJ. I'm going back in time here. OJ on the he's wearing a different shirt today, so that's why I didn't recognize him. So OJ for running the cameras, and Ron back at the studios. Our final score again, Willard 5, Carthage nothing, and Jim Taylor saying so long from Carthage.
And thank you for staying in tune for our Carthage Tiger baseball on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We thank all our Carthage area businesses and employers who support the Tiger broadcasts. We thank Assured Partners Insurance, Boomer's Barbecue, Carthage Area McDonald's, Carthage Dental Associates, Carthage Water and Electric, Community National Bank and Trust, Fair Acres YMCA, Fast Monkey Auto, Freeman Health System, G3 Family Entertainment, Grace Lanes, Hurricane Car Wash, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments. We also thank Nell Mortuary, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Matt Sherrill, Shelter Insurance, Mercy Hospital Carthage, Miss Arcos Mexican Restaurant, MSSU, Old Missouri Bank, Ott's Food Products, Peachtree Dental, Pearson Kelly, Premier Auto, Reeves Tire, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors. Also, Schreiber Cheese, Sirloin Stockade, Specialty Risk Insurance, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, the law firm of Webster & Carlton, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Turf Tamers, Vintage Timekeepers, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, Zyder Tax Services, Ziggy's Coffee, Probert Automotive, 24 Elite Gym, Smith Midwest Realty, and Bob Brown of American Family Insurance. We are grateful for all our partner sponsors and encourage you to remember these local businesses and employers if or when you ever need their services or products. And lastly, we thank you, our loyal listeners and viewers, for tuning in. This has been a service of Carthage Tiger Sport Network, Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO.